Now we study about the next unit, that is microbes in energy generation. Energy is the basic requirement. Now this energy is obtained by utilizing a different type of the microbes. In many developing countries are encouraging for installation of biogas plant, and biogas is used as domestic as well as industrial fuel. Biogas is a non-conventional and a renewable source of energy. Now biogas, which is a mixture of different type of the gases. Basically these three gases are in a major quantity. First, CH4, that is methane, which is near about 50 to 60%. Carbon dioxide, which is near about 30 to 40%. And hydrogen sulfide or H2S is near about 0 to 3%. With these three gases, other gases, they are also present in a very small quantity, like the carbon monoxide, N2 and H2. Now biogas, which is highly inflammable, that is they are used in a domestic use as well as the biogas they are used in a industry. So raw materials which is used in a biogas production is the plant waste, animal waste, domestic waste, agricultural waste, municipal waste, forestry waste, and so on. But out of these, the cow dung, they are commonly used as a substrate for biogas production. Now for the biogas production, this biogas plant is essential. The digester used for the biogas production is called biogas plant. A typical biogas plant using cattle dung as a raw material consists of digester and gas holder. Suppose this one is the digester, these are the digester. This digester, it consists of brick and cement, and sometimes this digester which consists of steel. Now in this digester, cow dung and water, they are mixed with each other and to prepare the slurry. And this slurry, they are poured in the charge pit, and through this charge pit, it is poured in the digester of biogas plant. These digester, they are buried in the soil, and and above this digester there is a presence of this gas tank. The gas tank which is cylindrical and they consist of which is one of a steel vessel. It is also called as gas holder because these biogas they are collected in these cylindrical structure or the gas tank. Now in this gas tank which contains the CH4 or methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, carbon monoxide, H2, N2 and so on. So all these gases they are present, and through this gas holder, the gas pipe they are connected and the biogas they are utilized for different purposes. On another side of this biogas plant, the sludge they are obtained. Now what happens in this digester? So anaerobic bacteria they grow inside the digester, and whatever the cow dung they are digested, and to obtain the gas as well as some part which remains, and it is known as sludge. So in this way biogas they are produced with the help of biogas plant. Number of developing countries they also produces this energy or the biogas with the help of biogas plant. So in the biogas plant, in the digester of biogas plant, anaerobic bacteria they are present. And with the help of these anaerobic bacteria, the slurry they are digested, because initially cow dung and water they are mixed with each other, and slurry they are poured in the biogas digester. In the biogas digester, with the help of anaerobic bacteria they are digested, and these digestion they are completed in 3 steps. One is the hydrolysis, second is the acidogenesis, and third is the methanogenesis. Now in the first step, that is the hydrolysis or solubilization, in which anaerobic hydrolytic bacteria like the Clostridium and Pseudomonas they digest or hydrolyze the carbohydrates. They are hydrolyzed into simple sugar with the help of anaerobic hydrolytic bacteria. Now proteins they are converted into amino acid, as well as lipids they are converted into fatty acid with the help of anaerobic bacteria. In the second step, that is the acidogenesis. In the process of acidogenesis, acidogenic bacteria they convert these simple organic material or these simple sugars, simple organic materials into different type of the acids like the acetic acid, formic acid, H2 and CO2. Now in the third step of the digestion is the methanogenesis. Now in this third step, methane gas is produced. Now these methanogenesis, which is takes place with the help of anaerobic methanogenic bacteria like the Methanobacterium and Methanococcus. And these Methanobacterium and Methanococcus, they converts, suppose the acetic acid, they converts into methane and CO2. Suppose the reaction in the first reaction, suppose 12 molecules of acetic acid in presence of methanogenic bacteria like the Methanobacterium as well as Methanococcus, they converts into CH4 or methane and 12 molecules of CO2, that is the 12 molecules of CH4 and 12 molecules of CO2. Now next, suppose 4 molecules of formic acid. Now these formic acid, they converts into methane CH4, 3 molecules of CO2 and 2 H2O. And lastly, here in the third reaction, whatever the CO2 and H2O they are formed in the acidogenesis, they react with each other and there is the formation of methane in the presence of methanogenic bacteria. The CO2 and H2, they converts into methane and 2 molecules of H2O. So whole in this reaction, that is the hydrolysis, acidogenesis and methanogenesis. Suppose in the hydrolysis, the end product, that is the simple sugars. These simple sugars or simple organic materials in the acidogenesis, they converts into different type of acids like the acetic acid, fumaric acid, and in the methanogenesis, these acetic acid and the formic acid, these acetic acid and formic acid, they converts into methane. Now, advantages of biogas or the benefits of biogas. The first benefit of biogas, that is, it is a cheap, safe and renewable source of energy. It is easily generated and stored. Second, it is used for the domestic lighting, cooking, street lighting and small scale industry. Next one, that is, they burns with blue flame and without smoke. Next one, that is, biogas improves sanitation. Next one, they are eco-friendly, does not cause pollution. And last one, whatever the slug they are for, which is used as a fertilizer. So all these are the benefits or the advantages of biogas.